Sila mo na, minsan bumikit, minsan hindi rin. Pero yung asawa mo lagi nakapikit. Opo. Ayaw kayo makita.
Parang kayo na ba yung tinatawag ng female lady?
Sa kumpare niya.
Sa asawa niya, kasi may asawa siya, sasabihin niya.
Kasi yun tayo. Ano sa mga ko?
Nagpunta kasi ako sa pagkakas na kasama. Kasi yung pwede may tina na.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Malapit na malapit sa isa't isa. Yan ang kasi. Kiss mo na. Matapay lang. Amoy na ba? Ay, tama. Ano sinasabi?
Sa asawa. Good mga I love you. Tulog na kayo.
Bakit ganun? Kala ko sa lips.
Ay, bumanga ako dito.
Nagkailabi din siya sa iyo.
Opo.
Talaga. Ikaw ba, nabigyan mo naman ng mga ilukit mo siya? Ano yung binigyan mo siya?
Kung ano, yung mga picture frames, ginagawa ko siya ng mga picture frames. Yung hobbies po. So,
Kunyari si Vice Ganda, isang kahoy, anong gagawin mo sa kanya? Kunyari lang naman, anong gusto mong ili sa iyo?
siguro gawin ko na lang siya, di ba inercy po yung, Jesus Christ? Parang, joke dyan. Wala. Jesus Christ.
Ano kayo sir eh? Anong kahoy na gamitin mo?
Tama, puro murado.
Anong kahoy po? Makapong, lawanin. At saka, anong pintura gagamitin niyo? Bronze, putila. Kailan tao hindi naman siya mag-comment sa inyo. Ano gusto mo? Ano gusto sabihin mo kayo sa inyo? Ano gusto mo kahoy? Pakita mo ba yung may salamin? Ano ba? Ano po? Ano? Sir Mike, ano pwede? Mike! Mike! Ano po kasi?
Sorry po, ano?
Ang sarap-sarap niyo kausap ko. Gusto ko kayong makabanding.
Sasama ka ba kasi ako eh?
Ako rin eh. Hindi. Kausapin po natin dyan. Ito ang comment sa inyo, eh, kurbado rin. Parang inukit. Inukit. Ang ating burado. Karulil.
Hello, Alan! Madlang people! Hi, Kuya Alan! Gusto ko kayo imbitahan concert ang aking mama. Mother's Day, it's her birthday, 35th anniversary, best day of my life, Service Sportsburg, Manila. May 11, Friday po yan kasama ng sister ko si Zia, and the whole family, Yael, and of course, Robin Rivera, ang anak ng kumanta ng Be My Lady, si Nina Martin. Nakakatuwa na, alam mo yung kasi siguro may favorite gift na ito yung timing niyo po kasi kayo po yung saktong-sakto, swabing-swabe. Yun lang siguro may mga part na kailangan pa final shift. Siyempre, grad performance mo para sa
Okay, sige, process naman po ako.
Hello, mga people! Uy! concert na ng mother mo. Guess ko siya.
On stage, LGD Gaming.
Hello, sir! Alan! Alam na ko sa Resident Voice Contest. Napapakakommentin ko eh. Bakit yung kayo kayo natin yung bibili? Ano pa yun? Kasi sabi lang, kailangan kayo sa video. Kailangan sa contest. Kung yung kapatid ko, hindi rin masyadong dikit kay Martin. Gusto ko yung gusto yun. Yung malapit. At saka, yung gusto. Siguro lang ako, hobby ko lang hindi masyadong. Hindi lang siya player ko. Pero kung sino ko kasi yung kulang ko, ako naman yung hyperfits. Kasi most na pa lang kung kinuha ko. So, medyo makakasnak lang yung medyo sa akin lang po. Okay na po sa akin. Congratulations. At dahil mga occasionality, hindi ako mag-galing. So, sa mga tao, hindi sa pilgam, hindi sa medical, hindi sa
楼接线手，今天特别搞了，手，一起赶到9大灯，那这样的话就是了。
拍过眼了，
Score 93.4%. Congratulations.
被扣、被回、被摇，加上一个3分3手控制，顺利来之后没有带来也是挺不错。
And the following, hanapin ang original na nagkakapistansa. Sports nationwide. Available in stores nationwide. Their solutions available
Okay, here we go then. Two teams will get themselves in position. We've had our opening ceremony, a couple of nice songs, of course, from the local perhaps Jack can pull us up as to when we're about. And also the team introductions now settled into the booth. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of this grand final. Jack, what was all that about? Because I actually quite enjoyed those two songs.
I'm gonna ask Winter.
Really? You should be. Well, I mean, I thought I agree with Twitch Chat. You should have been translating them live in your voice as a song. Indeed, yeah.
I'm not much of a singer. I skip out on karaoke usually, so I'm not sure if my skills are, but
Oh, you sound like I'm saying.
Wow. At least I have an excuse.
we'll see how it goes. But
Yeah, because he was sneezing.
one was yeah, he's the pop songs are usually one of two. One would be the second one was more uplifting, like Wesley working towards stuff, I guess. The first one was more sad
Teenage Dreams, that's what, okay.
There is revenge, the man who would seek revenge. We've seen that exiled him, his two former decoy players going up against his former protege and student in the old E-Home teams, now Pokemon.
Yep, this is another new show. The best.
I think he could have done his push-ups backstage. That's true. But I mean, you're gonna do it for the camera, so you're gonna do it for the cameras. I'm not buying. It's all just part of my routine. Just another thing, maybe coming on stage, a lot of excess energy. That's true. And also, it does help your team, right? Because instead of like being focused, we're in a grand final, you're just like, what the hell is our coach doing? And you're all distracted. And you're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just play some Dota now.
Alright, we're going to turn things to a more serious nature. These two teams have obviously had a great run through this tournament. So how much has it taken out of LBB from that Virtus Pro series? How much does it take out of a team coming from the lower bracket?
I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's not a single time a team won TI from a loser bracket. Except for, I think maybe Alliance tier 3. I could be mistaken, but I think... Oh, you're right, wow, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was EG at DAC too. That was the point I was going to make, because EG won that first DAC in the same manner. And it's really difficult to do so because it requires like a reset, not just emotionally, but also strategically, because we're no longer playing the same team. And it's very difficult to, you wake up probably at 8 o'clock, have some breakfast, go to the event, you play this 3-hour series, and over the course of that, you reach like your peak high. And then all of a sudden, you're just straight down. You have an hour or two to wolf down a quick lunch, prep for this brand new team. It could be potentially like another 5-6 hours of Dota you have to play. It's hard. Not that I would know.
You should have a lot of momentum and confidence like being Virtus Pro. Again, first time major Virtus Pro streak of 3 straight majors snapped by LGD. I think the Chinese they're not very optimistic about this Chinese. Basically, yesterday after TNC lost, they're just like, alright, it's another major. Obviously, LGD has managed to come back. It's Ame's birthday as well, so I saw him kind of go backstage with the birthday cake too, and it would be kind of fitting because Ame has received a lot of flack recently for first was last year's perceived disrespect towards bullying, anti-Asian stuff. He's been LGD's been kind of on this revenge streak themselves, and then some of their Chinese teams have been bringing urns out and bringing urns down before they win. There's been some salt in the fire since Ame has been on the series. There's disrespectful against players, respect to his forebears. But in this case, he has a chance to, Burning won it last year, the next kind of flag bearer for the Chinese tournament, to win a second straight Chinese TAC. So, a lot of pressure on him as well to see if it's Ame that has been much hyped and believed in as new blood to the scene once it shows up, or if it's TFT as it's called.
See, he builds up a big back and gives it away. Nice.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times in this tournament. And in fact, we saw that in the lower bracket game. Moments when you thought, the time wasn't hitting some may feel, and then he actually turned it around in the same game. So you can do it.
Ilong na dili na may mo kapayin na. Baot ka.
The amateur panel, it could change from game to game. It's a massive game for the SEA movement for many reasons. Obviously, we've talked about the two players on each side. The SEA wins the major regardless of who wins. We have a massive opportunity to lock down fourth and DPC as well. How much is that going to be playing on their minds?
Maulong ka sa baliya.
You don't think they care about that now? That's more of a concern perhaps in the last time when they played the upper bracket.
It's just about winning Dota. At the end of the day, you're looking at TI, TI. This is just you want to do well, you want to because they're under pressure of proving themselves. And they have like 3-4 straight bad tournaments in a row, and this is the time where they're going to want to show everyone what they have.
I'll tell you what will change, and that is the up-to-date one right now, with the minimum points added for both Mineski, LGD, and of course Velas Pro and TNC as well in there. But Mineski currently are fourth. If LGD win the grand final, they will jump above them and push Mineski back to fifth again. So there's some extra incentive there, Kyle, to win this one and maybe open up a little bit of a gap. That's a 1,000-point gap they could open up on newbie.
I'd say that Mineski specifically is just safe as is, just because I don't see 5 teams. I think there's 3 majors left.
4 majors left.
4 majors left.
Yeah, 4 majors left and 2 minors.
So ESL, MDL, the Super Major, and what's the last? Yeah. Okay, never mind. So yeah, there is potential for a bunch of teams to make a lot of points. So I'd say, as Winner said, you're not really thinking about that though. And especially when you get to a grand final, you're really just trying to perform at your best. I think both of these teams have demonstrated that they have the composure and the depth to come into this final and put on a great show.
The only thing in your mind at this point is the discussion you had half an hour ago, 1 hour ago with your team. What you're supposed to do this game, at what moment they're supposed to move. There's nothing else in your mind.
Is there any extra, we know how to beat this team kind of discussions going on, especially from Mineski on this side, because having won the last 6 against them, I know they were a bit spread out, but 2 of them were here at the DAC, that were in the tiebreaker and in the group stages, so does that play a part in it? We know how to beat these guys, confidence.
This is just, to me, this is an entire new game. Like, anything that happens before, I don't think it matters so much. Right now, it's just about a brand new series. It may be the same team, but it's a different game. LGD have gained momentum, they've gained a lot of confidence, and by playing extra games, they might have understood more about the game than Mineski, so this is an entire new game.
Okay, and Jack, from LGD's point of view, same sort of thing, they don't want to think about 0-6 this season against this team, do they?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first 4 games, I think, it's a very different roster. I think that was Yao or Next Level, was a different roster. It's obviously many months ago. The second part is, I heard teams and players talk about this, is like, if you lose to a team and you get to play them again, it can be very easily similar to because you learn the losses, you survive to learn it, to make it back to the finals to face them. So I would say the first thing we saw the Husker, which was kind of very much like a draft win, that just basically ended the game. I would say that LGD should probably not fall into that trap again. So yeah, they should be able to learn from that. Alright, they beat us. I don't think we beat them. We just beat VP, guys. I think we can probably this.
Okay, Kyle, talking about best of 5 minutes. They usually have all of their own, don't they? It evolves as the game, as the series goes on.
Can we talk about the OP heroes first? What are the OP heroes? You have Dark Hero, Underlord.
I would say it's just right now. Willow even doesn't seem as strong because you can at least deal with the hero in some way. There's no actual counter to Underlord teleporting this entire team. It's like, I don't know, it's like you ever leave a bar and close, you know, it's 2 a.m. You can barely leave, let alone get in a car. Underlord is sort of like, I don't know, like a hovercraft, comes down, just scoops you away to safety, and get in bed.
Get out of the jail.
Yeah, it's just
Hovercraft, so want to see from him.
I mean,
No alien visitation.
that's my point. It's just as groundbreaking as this sort of Uber hovercraft would be in the real world, right?
Yeah.
Uber
How
hovercraft.
about the Nature's
Okay.
Prophet,
Yeah,
the
Nature's
hovercraft that
Prophet.
comes out of nowhere with friends and hits you in the face?
It's true. I mean, I saw LGD have a couple opportunities where I thought they might pick it in the previous series. I'm sure Mineski will. So, based on what I saw from LGD, I think they're just going to ban it 100%. I think you ban Nature's Prophet 100%. Maybe you even ban Pangolier unless you have some sort of answer to it. And then third,
Underlord is your second pick.
yeah, I think no, as first pick actually. I think it's more scary as it's just this amazing second pick hero right now. I feel Underlord plus everything, be it the core, be it a support. It's just strong. You saw LGD open with the Disruptor Underlord. We've seen DP Underlord from Mineski in the previous series. It just seems like a hero that has no real answer, and especially considering the Roche, like. You keep thinking of how to counter Underlord, but it comes back to like the tools.
Yeah.
And Underlord just gives you like these 7 or 8 things that it's like a checklist of your draft. You know, there's just so much to think about. Do you have tower push, wave clear, physical damage, burst damage, magical damage, save, deep push, etc.,
Stealth,
etc.
mobility, whatever.
Yeah, the list is like 20, 30 long, right? But Underlord gives you so much that you can build a draft around it with pretty much anything.
Okay. Mineski took first pick, and LGD picked Radiant.
Yeah, as expected.
The draft is underway for the grand final. Nobody going anywhere.
You can see the mix band out from LGD. Mineski choosing to go with the Beastmaster, Terrorblade, Underlord. Definitely think you get rid of the Terrorblade against LGD. It just seems like the hero they're most comfortable playing with.
So there's Dark Ruler, there's Gyrocopter, there's Tyranitar.
I like what Mineski does, though. I really approve of banning out 3 cores, especially in a game 1. You're talking about BO5 metas. I think you force LGD to show the other cores they're comfortable with as soon as possible, specifically for Yang on the off lane, because we really only, or sorry, not Yang, Chalice on the off lane, because I've only really seen him in
It's very cute. It really set a lot of good emotions. When you start your day right, you can have a great day ahead. So have a nutritious breakfast with Super Great Quaker. Each serving has fiber, protein, so you can make the most out of your day with Super Great Quaker. Good days start with Quaker.
Sweat, wax buildup, can leave dandruff. Not cool. Use Clear. It removes dandruff and keeps you cool and fresh. Unstoppable dandruff-free freshness with Clear.
Yan! Kawayan na! Ang tunay na kawayan. Sabihin nila naman. Minute kawayan overload. Pineapple, over sa sarap. 219 lang. Joy ka na! Anong may pinagalit mo?
Pero kung matindi yung sa'yo, baka yung kapos ko.
Anong pinagalit yun? Experiment tayo. Ano? Puro ba na? Versus brand mo. I-shake mo lang ng ganito for 1 to 2 minutes. Ready? Shake your dance!
Wow! Grabe na galit ko sa Joy!
Down bans, then it's either the Omni out or maybe even the Prophet out of the bans.
Yep, they're banning out the lane matchups. Monkey King ban.
Yep.
The other hero I talk about a lot against Pango will be the Naga.
Yep, I would agree. You just actually take him out of the Rolling Thunder with a net. You need a Linken's to be able to
Dagger, like you save your dagger, like when you're ulting, you don't use your dagger because you see the man getting.
Double the cameras, double the lights. With the new Huawei Nova 2 Lite, get one now for 9,990 pesos and get free Bluetooth speakers.
All right, everyone's sticking around with this really beautiful little flower behind me. Got my logo. Let's add some text. We go in down here to add text, and we can start typing. So let's say
This expertly crafted smooth ice cream made with natural milk, Australian almonds, and Belgian chocolate. Take pleasure seriously. Magnum for pleasure seekers.
Drag and drop. It's perfect. Hi, I'm Kurt Hoser, and I use Wix.com to create websites for
Hey guys, it's Calling Zombies, and today I'm going to show you how to use XSplit Broadcaster. I'm going to show you the basics and just how to record and use the best settings possible. So first, I'm going to show you actually how to record. So if you go to Tools and you want to start setting up your hotkeys for starting and stopping your recordings, I already have mine there, but when you first open up XSplit, these two options are not going to be there at all. For some reason, I don't know why that happens, but what you're going to have to do to get those working is you're going to have to click broadcast, and then you're going to click local recording. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm recording with OBS, so as soon as you do that, it's going to show up the hotkeys for starting and stopping your recordings. So it's pretty simple, and then you can change them around as soon as you get the hotkeys up. So the best thing about XSplit is these scene things right here, similar to OBS. You can add all these different types of capturing devices, media file, you can add all that kind of stuff here. First,
So they want more burst against DP, the corrosive haze.
Maybe that's
there might be there might be an idea behind the Slada, like maybe a PA.
Can you utilize? You can use because that is one.
resolution settings, you go up here, resolution, it's going to be locked, no light, the file, huge file, kind of keep this normal, all this kind of stuff you put where you have your headset at, so I would just leave the rest of this like up there, so 10, although I mean, you make toggling control, XSplit can do that for you, face native flash and GPU anti-video is, normally I just leave that.
These first three bans from Mineski, because without Beastmaster Underlord, like what offlaner are they going to pick?
Hey,
it's the last pick too.
That Oracle comes out. Your Huskar since it's tingling again. Hey, hello. So we get a 1 and a Pango in the same game.
It's a great pick here. Excellent synergy with the Oracle, and it's super strong against LGD's lineup. Look at when he goes Shadow. What actually kills him?
10 seconds remaining.
It's interesting too because you have this dual rotations combo now, and there's so much. I look at LG's lineup and I just think to myself, okay, they're going to try and kill somebody, and if there's any save whatsoever, they're going to get crushed in this team fight. And it gives you the ability to last pick a core hero, be that they're 1 or 2. Feel like you just pick some sort of
troll, Sven.
Not Sven, you get kited too easily. You want something more. You don't have your front line. PL would be interesting. I like PL, but you might want something to synergy, like to help you through the early game. You don't. I feel like your timing.
I don't like that man.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to come though. That's why I up the screen because as soon as they saw that Oracle, they were like, "We're not getting Huskar again. It's not happening."
Yeah, but they're AA though.
I feel like you shouldn't be afraid of that hero in this spot. Do they go? Maybe they go for an SF. Could be a really strong SF game. You don't want something that has to utilize regen just because the AA. Prefer a BKB hero, like a BKB meta builder with high HP, but that you're not like a DK hero. Something that survives based on his skill set more so than like regeneration or tankiness, because you kind of just get exploded at a point. You already have the DP Pango frontlining. I want something that does some high damage. could see a puck perhaps, but then they fall off a bit. The puck Willow combo might compensate for that. I could see Shadow.
Don't ever, never.
Shutterstock Music.
Compensate. It's a different story. Not sure what LGD goes for with this pick. I feel like it has to be like a Tinker. Some hero.
I feel like it's going to be a team fight hero though.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what you get with the Tinker. It needs to be some sort of spellcaster. I don't think you can pick DK so much single target. Venomancer, there you go. Yeah, that's
much
what
better.
that works.
That's
yeah.
actually much better.
It's just, if you look at them though, what happens when Mineski tries to go high ground in 20 minutes with a pipe? Do they actually have enough damage?
They have no stuns to kill, to stop the Pangle ulti as well.
All right, time for some grand final predictions. Jack, we'll start with you.
Willow and... Stop betting again.
Okay, Winter.
That's already a good point. Willow and Pango.
Yeah.
On the same team, they don't have a stun to stop the Rolling Thunder from getting a helm and getting a creep. So I'm just going to go with Mineski this time.
Okay.
Production, you know where I'm going with this.
Kyle.
It's game
You're
one.
crazy.
Look.
You're crazy.
State for the record that pretty difficult for those of us without real experience. But I think LGD is going to.
All right, okay. Plenty of banter to come, of course, throughout this one. It's a best of 5. The road has only just begun for Mineski and LGD. Let's go to the arena and join your grand final commentary team of Odie Pixel and Fog.
Thank you, Red Eye. And yes, here we are, LGD versus Mineski. What a grand final matchup. Fog, we got a lot of fun here. I mean, depending on how you see it, there's a bit of OS Frog here and there.
Yeah. This is the first tournament where there's Pango, and they're excited for it too.
But we can go, we'll a couple of combos from LG. What you're at LGD, but
the new heroes on Mineski, right? We saw what Jabs can do in particular on the Dark Willow yesterday. He was taking over the game, killing cores pretty much by himself, and we've seen what Ice can threaten with that Pangolier. I mean, I'm just excited. I just want to sit back and watch this game, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
We had a brilliant series yesterday from LGD and Mineski in a best of 3, so we can only hope for even more here in the best of 5. And already today, LGD, of course, showing us that they are bringing the best earlier against Virtus Pro. And here we have it.
LGD trying to get aggressive right off the bat, going top. Both teams are actually trying to scout things out. You see, they actually placed the ward from the tree line there from Ninja Boogie. Kind of expecting this aggression at the beginning.
30 seconds.
Very close to one another up top. We'll see if either side gets a grab, but it seems, is she keeping the distance?
I hope Jabs and Ice actually lane together. Seeing a Pango Willow dual lane, we'll see what the new heroes can really accomplish versus the old school heroes.
Down here at the moment, Armate. To keep himself safe, but certainly a game, as you said, you know, Jabs, we've seen him before, have the potential to kill off cores on his own on the Dark Willow. At any point of this game where the PA does not have a BKB quite finished up,
yeah,
this hero is very vulnerable if the Willow can get on top of her with the Bedlam.
Pretty cool, the storyline. Teammates on both sides. We have Ice versus FY. We have Nana versus X-Nova. Like, all these people have played together in the past in their regions, etc. So a lot of stories coming out between this. We're already gonna have a bit of a battle up top. They're trying to get the creep wave. Chalice
should have it for now. I mean, Mushi
gonna get controlled up a bit here.
It'll take a lot of damage for this Mushi. If he can sort of buy the time, he's going to have Magic Missile back up in 5 seconds. He may not even need it with the right clicks. This should be a chance as long as he can keep it range for the stun and heat mana. One more touch, he needs it and he's got it. Mushi finds first blood as he chases down Chalice. FY will still get the pull from the creeps. but a nice bit of a bonus there for Mushi to start the game.
Brambles and the first Brambles and the first Swashbuckle off the mark. X-Nova able to juke it out. But yeah, Chalice tanking that whole creep wave gets punished by that long root of Ninja Boogie with Mushi.
See indeed, this bottom lane, the Dark Willow Pangolier lane. Something that we haven't really got the treat to see in competitive Dota. Time teams will just not let both of the hands on both of them, and Jabs, Willow and Ice Pango, some of the best on these two heroes, as we have been seeing here at DAC. Let's see how LGD can deal with it. Make a bit of an opening onto Jabs.
Crazy, already up the first game.
Something just a little bit different being tried by both sides, specifically bringing the PA into the mix in a grand finals, a hero that is not the go-to core at all.
No, definitely not. And also, I mean, on the other side too, Mineski busting out the Oracle again. They picked it versus the AA, but it's still going to be, it could be a very tough game for Ninja Boogie. He has to be very, very timely with all of his spells. Those Dispels, those Fate Seeding to block the magic damage, as well as that ulti timing. Versus AA, it's very crucial to get the ulti as the Frostbite is wearing off, so you can get that full heal applied right after Frostbite is there. So we'll see how much he's able to do on it, because it can be pretty difficult to get the timing every time.
Across the map, as we're seeing the mid lane at the moment, a slight edge for Tiny, as expected with that tree. Only ever so close between the two.
Yeah, I actually seen this matchup. When they first changed Tiny, I saw it happening. I think it was like Ace versus SCCC, and Ace was the Tiny. He beat the Death Prophet a couple times. So it is expected, but it's very minimal at this time. 13-2 to 11-1.
Slight pause here, so apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys and girls watching at home. Could be able to get them sorted quickly, and we did. We're back on with the game. Knows that as well, as you can see with that nice little shiny icon, Pango. Ice has got a few levels on that hero. Dota Plus.
What is it? How many?
I think that's level 5 at least.
What? Okay.
They did change the levels, so it's a little bit easier to get.
Okay, that's true.
They changed the scaling.
Fair.
And not to say he hasn't played it a lot, because Ice certainly has.
The pressure, down bottom, Jabs.
Get away with it here, Jabs. Is going to tick down low. Final touch indeed from X-Nova. Finishes him off. GD. Sells their own kill on the board.
They got a bit over aggressive there versus PA. They don't really have the damage to take her out just yet too, so little over Mineski, and Ice isn't really last hitting in the greatest fashion down bottom either. 7-0 to the 14-4 of the PA.
All in all, across the map, no one really losing too much out of farm. Mushi slightly behind on the top lane, safe lane, Vengeful Spirit, as you can see, 11 for 1. And yeah, say that slight lead in terms of off lanes, favoring LGD at the moment.
Yeah, right now the cores, I would say, I guess on LGD are farming a bit better, but you see Ninja Boogie has 7 last hits, so that's like he has a decent amount of net worth on that support.
Really, between the two sides and two lineups that we are yet to see any sort of rotations come through. Very static lanes for the first 3 minutes.
Kind of cool that they've transitioned into full 2-1-2s. We were seeing in the past in the other tournament, in the other brackets and everything. It was becoming these tri lanes that turned into just dual roam. Now it's just strictly that 2-1-2 to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed in the laning phase.
See up top, Chalice. Gale out onto Ninja Boogie. FY looking to close the gap. Boogie will be able to get himself through the tree line back underneath the tower, so a dive too far that LGD will not choose to take. Bottom lane over. Get caught out by the root. Ice heads over, grabs the invis. Somnus is coming over to help Nova. Make sure that Ice and Jabs don't try and finish off the AA.
Needing heavy harassment.
Starting to salve up, Mushi clears his way through, has the wave of terror. FY's going to be there though to back up Chalice. Mushi's got to be careful now. With the double stun indeed. Mushi trying to turn, beat down Chalice, gets the magic missile out. Can he finish off the Venomancer with the right clicks? Chalice falling low. There, they'll finally finish him, but again FY, second crush, will get the return kill. A 1-for-1 trade FY. He is trying to see if he can chase down for more. Ninja Boogie salving up, clariting as well as he cuts through the trees. FY, third crush. More damage onto the Ninja Boogie, but Ninja Boogie going to be able to get back there. There's TP now coming back in from Mushi as he respawns, and Ninja Boogie will be fine.
He stepped in a bit too close there, getting hit by that the initial stun when he was trying to help Mushi. That really hurt them out, and now Mushi's back.
Actually going to whip the Gale here. Somnus is going to come in with a rotation. This may just catch Mushi off guard. Somnus will look towards Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie has the magic immunity, but Somnus will just continue to punch through him. Ninja Boogie looking for the juke, but he's not going to make it away. Somnus finds the pickoff, but at the same time, Mushi able to punish FY. Movement starting to come in from both sides of this top lane. Turns into a bit of a battlefield.
A very early move coming out from Somnus. We now see FY ports, refills the bottle, and Somnus will more than likely head back mid. He might actually be able to make a secondary play here, but the scan comes out, and they're not going to actually know that he's staying here for the moment. But Mushi has to be careful to not have the Slar Dart tossed on top of him here.
And here comes straight in on top of him. FY flying in from the heavens, landing straight upon Mushi. Mushi tries to stone the magic missile, but with 3 heroes upon him, there's no chance for the Vengeful Spirit.
Man, they actually caught the scan there too, so they were kind of put off by it, even though they knew that he was there.
And this is certainly the lane that's starting to be the biggest of worries for Mineski, considering the CS. As you can see, Mushi really falling behind now that LGD have been able to focus him on the top lane. Bottom, quick shadow around the TP out, will get Jabs back to safety.
So Ninja Boogie now puts 2 wards in the top lane. Just they want to protect Mushi. He's already struggling, like you were mentioning, and they want to double up. So during that, Moon was able, or Nana, whichever you want to call him, Death Prophet in the mid lane, caught heavily back up in the last hits because of Somnus' rotations.
Now Ice as well has started to be able to get a little bit of farm out of this bottom lane.
Yeah, I think leaving him alone actually is probably the better option now. Jabs can make moves around the map, because he's not really going to die. It's not too likely to die. He has the double escape mechanics, as we see there, because they don't really have the hard lockdown.
Yeah, it's very hard to get on top of Ice, unless he uses the swashbuckle aggressively to clear out the wave. And every time he should be able to get himself back to safety. Mid lane, as you say, Moon, continuing to just go uncontested. Since Somnus left the lane, he hasn't quite been back.
Yeah, he's actually maybe he's stacking his own jungle a bit and clearing it. He actually threw the tree to get a stack while clearing the big camp. Chalice top, now with the rotation from Jabs.
Trying to make a move, setting up with the Curse Crowd. Jabs will be held back. White has the crush, holds the 2 of them there. Still, the root flies through onto Chalice, but Chalice will be fine. Keeps the distance, starting to spam down these wards, and well, Mineski taking quite a bit of damage in return. Back up, get underneath their tier 1 tower. FY constantly on the look for aggression with his crushes.
The obnoxious poison sting from those plague wards. They also saw Chalice had several 1 charges, so they didn't want to go for that dive play. Mid lane incredibly even because Somnus has those 2 kills, and like I was mentioning, he's been clearing some jungle camps, some stacks that he had provided for himself. And the nice thing too is when he makes that first gank top on the Tiny and then he disappears on the map and is just jungling, it kind of puts a little bit of a threat onto Mineski. That's why we've seen them not go for those aggressive plays so far.
Move, yeah. Ninja Boogie and Jabs both moving to babysit Mushi on the top lane, making sure that Mushi can feel confident to find the farm. Now this level 5 at the moment, FY nearly also hitting onto 5. Bardos are getting good XP there between the 2 of them thanks to the action that they've managed to kick off. So Size, he's got the Soul Ring and the Arcane Boots finished, so he can keep the spam pretty high.
Yeah.
Just to look to keep Arme on his toes, but Arme with this pretty much free lane now, supports are left, getting a lot out of it. Focus down here by Ninja Boogie, they'll get him with the Purifying Flame Cube, that's one. Jabs. Apex Nova, can they get anything more out of this? The Cold Feet will proc onto Mushi. Like the Venge, but Mineski able to kill off LGD's offlane, Chalice.
Yeah, Ninja Boogie already being level 5, level 3 Purifying Flames, and the aggressive swap instantly coming out. But now, some rotation. Chalice going to be going back top, and Somnus is sticking in the jungle. So they don't know where this Tiny is during all of this on the side of Mineski. So the build for Ice, I would imagine it's just going to be what, like the blink into some Guardian Greaves pipe this game. So it'd be that protector. Maybe not the full pipe, but versus Veno AA, it could be likely. I think just wanted to double down, get the extra heals for that Oracle ulti on the Death Prophet. He wants to be playing more of that like supportive kind of role, even though they have a Vengeful Spirit. So level 6 on Ninja Boogie now as well.
So if they can set up for something else with the swap.
I saw Mineski do this as well yesterday when they were playing with the Dark Willow. They're like, all right, Jabs, you're taking the safe lane. Your levels are very important in this game. We've seen how much damage this hero can do. So they try to make these aggressive moves around the map to ensure that that Dark Willow gets very farmed.
He's gonna head up, finds X Nova, trying to find some levels, but Moon and Mushi.
And Ninja Boogie during that smoke gets a ward down so they can keep tabs on where Somnus is, since he's been off the map for quite a while. And an Exorcism now.
Putting some heavy pressure onto this tier 1 tower. TP will come back through from Nova as he respawns. If anyone else wants to head in to help out, and FY, he will join the cause. Looking to just try and slow down Moon a little bit. Minimize the damage that he's going to be able to get done to this tier 1 tower to put the fortification. But there's a bit of a wraparound coming in from Mushi.
With the DD rune.
He's looking to kick things off. Opens up onto Nova with a burst from the Crystal, and they've got it. Now FY tries to turn with the crush, but he has to be careful. He's still on his own FY, and the space will be there for Mineski to finish off that tier 1 tower mid on top of getting that support kill.
Mushi going toward top. Jabs is now level 6. Chalice has to be careful of this wraparound here.
Even a TP coming in from Ice as well. They want this Venomancer, and they'll certainly get him. They don't even need Ice. Jabs and Mushi with the setup. Making some quick moves now, Mineski. But the same can be said for LGD as Somnus has got that Blink Dagger complete. We'll see what sort of an impact he can find.
Oh, he might be able to find Mushi here.
She's pretty low, and in fact, he's getting in onto the 2 of them. Mushi, though, not quite enough damage to kill him.
Just enough to survive through that.
Not the Blink Dagger reveal that Somnus would have hoped for.
And very deep wards by Mineski. Before, when they took that mid tower, we saw the one they placed in the jungle, they even doubled down to watch the hard camp as well. They realized that they're playing versus a PA. This hero, you're going to get to that farming point as well, just like Tiny was to get that blink. So keeping tabs on those heroes is ideal.
Ame closing in on the Demon Edge Bunny towards his Battle Fury. This pace looking to make very good time on the PA. Game stands 7 for 4. Favoring Mineski. Just less than a 1k lead. So incredibly close coming out these lanes. Similar to what we saw, at least in the second game yesterday between these two teams, who have proven to be very, very evenly matched.
Yeah, I think Mushi has to play like extremely aggressively in this game, making constant rotations, because he's not going to out-farm a PA. He's going to struggle a bit versus the Tiny as well to keep that farm up. So I think just constantly putting pressure onto LGG is the right move, and they're making the move down toward bottom with Exorcism available in 5, trying to get this tower and a big kill.
See if Mushi can get the swap set up. They find Nova on the side. Nova instantly bursted. Bam.
Bam. Exorcism. And LGD, they are smoked up trying to find something here, but they changed their mind from going bottom when they lost the AA. They need that Ice Blast in order to get those kills. As we've seen, the kill threshold for the Tiny is not there at the moment.
Moon having a very clean Death Prophet performance. They had a great laning performance. He got a free lane essentially after Somnus left it after a while. And 2 exorcisms, 2 towers. They're hitting the Titans, but mid lane Somnus in quickly looking for the burst, but the Shadow runs that in time. Even with the crush, this is going to be enough to keep this man out of their jabs. Icebox is incoming. It will connect. False Promise will not save him as he's already too low beneath the threshold. Jump forward from Ice, gets the return kill with the Rolling Thunder. Support trade.
Jabs actually, he scouted the ward out, or the smoke out initially when he was in the river. They put a ward down, they saw him, so then they fully committed for the kill. And Chalice now pressuring and farming in the enemy jungle. Has the Dominator finished. Seeing the power of the Dominators more and more this tournament.
Dagger for Ice, thanks to that kill, he's very, very close himself to having it. So he still stands pretty much even with Chalice's playing Venom Farm. Just a few hundred ahead, but so close between these cores at the moment.
Yeah, and that Blink Dagger on Ice is gonna give him a lot more team fight as well as just ways to catch heroes. Because right now it's kind of like the Avenge swap into his stuns. Like Oracle isn't really the most guaranteed catch. Fortune's End's not really so great because you have to channel it for so long. So that's gonna make Mineski able to actually start the fights and initiate rather than have to like sacrifice Mushi or put him in an awkward spot. Nice. Getting pressured a bit here. The Ice Blast as well.
And I'm going to pop it both, but he rolls his way out with the TP. He's rolling out of there. Goodbye, sir. Quick roll and a TP back to base from Ice.
So their jungle and their top lane is pressured heavily, so they actually have to smoke up there to push LGD out.
See if they're going to run into Somnus. Action. Gets himself away from the smoke, but Nova may not be as fortunate. Moon trying to chase down with the Siphon Slow on the sidelines. Moon, she's caught out Chalice with a magic missile. Jabs is going to head up top to help out Chalice as well as Ninja Boogie. They're hunting for him. Chalice trying to move his way through the jungle. He goes for the TP out. Is he going to make it in time?
Mushi misclicks.
The crowd were happy with that.
Mid lane, they find Ice now.
They do. So what was that?
He clicked his teammate to
They were
swap.
right
They were standing on top of each other.
They
Yeah.
were right on top of each other. They missed swap.
Costly. So we mentioned this yesterday. Death Prophet, when you're playing with Oracle, you tend to see the Blink Dagger picked up way earlier because when you're false promised, you're not taking damage, so you're able to blink and reposition yourself very consistently in the team fights.
Why? 200 golden dagger. Then be there for the Lada too.
Ame's been left alone for the majority of this game. 122 last hits, Battle Fury done.
Getting a lot of space.
Now they're looking to put some pressure on him though. The rotations from the two new heroes.
See what they can do. Ice, he's going to lead in. Rolling Thunder, the early bit of control. Jump back in with the Blink Dagger, gets the second stun. He's looking for the rotation to find the third. Can't quite find the angle, but he may not need it. Comes in with a swipe struggle, or maybe it did. It's not enough. No, now going to turn. He's coming down to Ice. Tries to bounce himself away. Oh! Ice will survive.
Now Somnus could be in trouble too here. Mushi?
This going to be rooted. No. Quick blink away to duke it out. He'll make it out of that Moon. Looking for the chase down onto Chalice. This very farm Death Prophet Moon at 16 minutes with the Blink Dagger and Yule Scepter. Lots of catch potential from himself. He certainly had to be worried about, but Mineski indeed getting that very important kill, just knocking Ame off the map for a bit. Ice, just surviving.
Just getting that Vanguard on Ice. So he doesn't get brought down by that PA as we saw almost happening down bottom. And Mushi, even though 6-2 and 2, his last hits are the thing that's suffering because he has to be making these moves in the early game. Fifth on that net worth compared to Chalice, is the opposing the offlaner who's 0-4 has 300 more gold than him.
See Mushi continue to be even more active once he has the Shadow Blade complete.
Yeah. FY already has a Blink Dagger on this Slardar. They might look to just get aggressive here with this. They can also like sneak Roche pretty easily in some situations with that Slardar, with that PA.
See what they can get done. 3-man smoke coming out from LGD. FY ready to lead the charge, or they could look for this instead.
That's what we were saying.
And they go.
It's not. Mineski were pinging it before they even started it, though. This is the dream place for a Pangolier.
They know what's going on. Ice. Looking to lead in. Has the Rolling Thunder. Catches out one. He's chasing down Ame. Keeping Ame forced out the pit. FY goes to the crush. Tries to get himself away from Moon. But the Rolling Thunder from Ice comes in. Chalice down. Chalice will be able to force himself to the side. FY. Now see if he can re-engage. Somnus has been able to pick up Ice on the side of it all. FY jumps in with a false promise there from Ninja Boogie. Buying time for Jabs. Jabs goes in with the Shadow Realm with the bed. Look onto Nova. Will finish off the AA. But Jabs, he's in trouble because Ice is there with the... Sorry, FY's there with the crush and they found two. LGD come out on top. They're able to protect themselves around the pit and they're straight back in there.
And with the Veno, look at the positioning of all those Veno wards. He's securing this Roche area.
Somnus as well, just holding on the high ground, ready for any sort of attempt, and FY will instantly crush and walk himself away. Somnus coming in with the counter play, but Mushi there with the second. No, FY, he's there with a chase, gets the kill onto Ninja Boogie. Mushi's hiding, he's open, he's going for the chappy. I don't know if it's going to pay off, but it's not. They've got all the AoE in the world. Mushi won't fall. LGD starting to break apart Mineski around this pit.
The Pangolier just gets hit by a dagger, it crits him, brings him down to half health, and then Tiny's able to just jump in and finish him off. They didn't have Exorcism at the start of that fight either. It was still on cooldown for a slight moment. LGD taking advantage of that Corrosive Haze and this farm PA.
3K lead now with that Aegis and Roshan in the bag.
Excellent decision making coming out from them there.
Very sweet little plays there from FY and his Slardar. Constantly moving from target to target, keeping pressure heavily onto Mineski's lineup. We'll see this again around the pit.
So you see Death Prophet ulti still on cooldown. So Ice is trying to make as much space as possible by going in here. But look at his health. Ready? One dagger, chunked all the way down. So he has to back up and gets caught out by maybe up on the high ground there. And then from there, Mineski just has to go on full retreat.
Yeah, and then FY saying in with the first stun and short false promise there for Jabs.
LGD, they're not looking to slow down.
See what they can get done with this smoke.
They don't really have any long cooldown ultis. The only one they have is pretty much Veno. So they know they can keep this pace up.
Dire are scanned.
So they've got it. Does get scanned out here by Mineski. Don't know that it is en route. I may be spotted. Moon does have an invis room, but very hard for them to really kick in unless they catch them massively off guard. And they're going to attempt for him. Mineski.
They had vision of top, so they saw them rotating.
See what setup they get. Straight in. Infamous Widow gets the silence annuals onto FY. Back up inbound as Mineski comes forward. Ice sort of messes up the running over there. Can't get himself straight in as he hits the cliff, but they're still going to try and chase. Ice catches up to FY. FY heal. But the rest of LGD hiding in the trees. Chalice will drop 4 down, so Mineski will know he's about. Jump in from Somnus. He's at moving back in. The 3-man avalanche. Chalice with the LGD move is going to fall as well. LGD, they found 3 as Ice trying to hide in the trees, but Chalice forces across the cliffs. They've got the vision of Umame Stagger. They've got the kill. LGD with that re-engage. Somnus making the jump, making the call to play, and the rest of the team back him up and clean up Mineski.
Maybe is absolutely on fire this game. From his rotations early game to securing this heavy amount of farm. Blink SNY already.
Getting
on the way to the AC.
Well. He says he deserves it, and he's not wrong. The Somnus, maybe.
And the thing about LGD's lineup is they're very damn scary going into later stages of the game. They've got a PA. They've got a tiny... As you look at Mineski's, they want to be way ahead at this point with the Death Prophet bench core.
Finds another. Jabs. Walks up. Gets caught out by a surprise. We'll see this play again up top. As the start, little like Mineski may have a charge. Maybe he
bounces
doesn't get the blink
yeah.
off correctly. Bangs into the walls. This is extra time where he can't instantly get in on FY. And this.
Look at the positioning too on the mini map of the Tiny. All the way up in that tree line, waiting for the perfect position for them to clump up.
Look at this.
Waits for it.
Here we go.
And finds it.
Straight in. 3-man avalanche. And then it all just breaks apart. No way for Mineski to hold their own in that sort of fight. FY wasn't even looking at the screen when he took that one.
LGD now in an incredibly comfortable position versus this Venge DP course. 10k gold lead, 12k experience lead for them.
Ice. I know he's down here. Trying to be sneaky.
Not the position Mineski wants to be in.
Gonna cut the creeps for FY. Very hard here of FY to catch, and they do still have to push around. They get some damage onto the tower, and they'll take it out. Another tower for LGD.
They're looking to brawl. 30 seconds left on the stages.
Armies with a full BKB, I believe, on his way up. May just want to wait for that. Get into his hands. Mineski are prepping themselves for a full team fight behind this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, they're even throwing out the ice armor from the Ogre Frost Mage to counteract that damage. Because you look at Mineski and their Death Prophet ultimate is the majority that's going to be coming out, and then the other one is like Pango and Venge. But this ice armor is going to make a big difference.
There it is, a BKB on Arme. I believe there's still a double damage rune in the bottle of Somnus. The Aegis full timeout. No Aegis anymore for Arme's PA.
But he's got the BKB, like you said. And they've already got Mech as well in Chalice. Re-engage with all this. I mean, they're sitting, this Veno's sitting at 27 armor.
Overall, 11k gold advantage at the moment for LGD. Off the back of these quick players that they've been able to find and force. And then FY opening up, they're looking straight away towards Moon, and will use himself up. The Ice Blast debuff is upon him, Swamp is there. Mushi trying to get Moon back to safety. Terrorize will come through as they focus down Chalice. Mineski, they've found one. Moon will get a second. X-Nova falls. They've lost two, but so Mineski here. Jumping from FY, holding down the Death Prophet. Moon trying to keep himself alive with the Spirit Cypher. Can he do it? Something's being forced away. Jumping, but they've lost him. Arme with the BKB commit. The crit, triple kill for Arme. As he cuts Mineski down from the backlines, comes in to join the team for the big kills.
What a way to start the fight and like move Mineski out of position. They jump in, they get the crush, and they aggressively force stab the Death Prophet forward. Then the swap and the Orb ulti come out at the exact same time, and they're able to just run over the fight because of this BKB and that DD as well on Tiny. Somnus lives with 20 HP.
FY, each and every time, this man and his initiations, he probably paid for this one. As they do manage to catch him left behind, but other than that, he's been leading the charge and overall definitely favoring LGD here in this game. 15k lead, and it really does feel we are getting to this point where the Vengeful Claw, what does it offer in these fights other than an nice little aura? It's very hard for Mushi to play his game when he's been kept this far behind.
Yeah, we'll see this fight again. You see that? You'll see the aggressive force staff come out from Chalice as soon as FY commits in.
An extra bit of a gap, as you say, just forcing Mushi to have to use the swap to just keep Moon alive.
And it puts Mushi in an awkward spot too. They kill the Venomancer, but look at maybe he waits in the back, gets the kill quickly on Mushi instantly.
And this double
barely
damage
lives.
Tiny just making a huge impact. As Arme
drops down to like 20 HP.
Getting himself just far enough away. The smiles are out at the moment here.
I mean, they're feeling great. They've got a PA, a Slardar, and they're already this far ahead in the mid, before even the mid game and late game hits. The dream scenario for them.
I mean, what is the plan now for Mineski? What do they sort of look towards in terms of actually being able to take these fights against LGD's heroes?
I feel like they need to get one of these big kill streaks out, especially like Insomnus, being able to kill the Tiny and try to isolate him. But the thing is, LGD's not really giving them the split up opportunity. So I think maybe even just getting the BKB as well as that level 18 on the Death Prophet first to give them that extra damage, because it does seem they are lacking that damage still in the fights to kill this beast of a Tiny.
A surprise here, Somnus beating all the averages this game on his Tiny.
They're smoked up already with the haste through now in Tiny's bottle. Level 22 on this Phantom Assassin as well.
Two cores absolutely terrifying. They're looking towards Moon. And he's going to get jumped upon. Employ's there. The follow-up comes through. And he dies even before his feet reach the ground off the top. The damage is too much. LGD, 2 easy kills. And now they're on to the high ground, looking towards this tier 3 tower. They do have a buyback on Moon Mineski. But the tower's gone. Moon will buy back. But these racks falling incredibly quick. A terrorize from Jabs will come through. Ice get the stun onto this PA. They're doing a lot of damage here to all over the toss. Gets Arme out of there. Something with the same play, but it will cost him his life. And FY tag teams in. They jump onto Mineski. Mushi gets bashed up. Arme's cleaning up. They've lost form. They're going to lose Ice here as well. As LGD force the GG out of Mineski in this game. 27 minutes in. They just steamrolled Mineski out to the lanes.
They really ran him so heavily. Mushi was making a lot of rotations around, trying to find these pickoffs, but Ame got way too farmed on this fence, got left alone, and that sneak play with the corrosive haze, with the PA, they make the way in the Roche pit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The seeds of fortune. Killing spree.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I'll take that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mega kill. Jury upon peers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
My gratitude. Wicked sick.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smart money.
A tithe to the impurities. Pull roots and run.
LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut,
To pick.
but Juggernaut could. I think Juggernaut maybe can hold the lane, though. Like,
maybe a troll. I actually think troll might be the best bet just because he's a ranged hero for the most part, and it's just incredible synergy with SF Underlord. Another BKB hero. You really want a BKB hero. That's the key timing for LGD.
Radiant team pick.
And Mineski, you gotta tinker. I don't know what else saves your draft here. You need magic damage. You need something that actually wins you the game against these heroes, and I am not seeing anything else.
10 seconds
Magnus
remaining.
gives them team fight.
I mean, maybe they core the Naga or something, but I just don't. I am not a believer in core Naga.
Two easy kills, and now they're on to the high ground, looking to for his.
Was that level 18 on the Death Prophet first to give him that extra.
What do you think?
Okay, let's go down the line. Get some predictions. Which way?
I don't want to go first.
Okay, which way?
I think it is the
10
hero.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Okay, Winter.
remaining.
Need to hurry.
I'll just take with Mineski.
Okay.
Oh, man. 50-50 for me. I gotta go with LGD.
Okay. We only have one on screen, but that's fine. We've had our predictions, and we're ready to rock and roll in game number 2. So let's head back to the arena.
Thank you, Red Eye. Yes, game 2 now between LGD and Mineski. I'm OnlyPixel, I'm here with Fogged, and we've got some exciting picks.
We got a Magnus.
Ice Magnus, hero that, as of recent, has not been popular at all. It's been a very hard hero to make work. But if anyone's ever going to be able to do it, Ice, he's certainly...
We saw what? Damage, because it does seem they are lacking that damage still in the fights to kill this beast of a Tiny.
No surprise here, Somnus beating all the averages this game on his Tiny.
They're smoked up already. With the haste through now in Tiny's bottle. Level 22 on this Phantom Assassin as well.
2 cores, absolutely terrifying. They're looking towards Moon. And he's going to get jumped upon. Empire is there. The follow-up comes through. And he dies even before his feet reach the ground up the top. The damage is too much. LGT. 2 easy kills. And now they're on to the high ground, looking towards this tier 3 tower. They do have a buyback on Moon Mineski. But the tower's gone. Moon will buy back. But these racks falling incredibly quick. A terrorize from Jabs will come through. Ice get the stun onto this PA. They're doing a lot of damage here to all over the top. Get somebody out of there. Sonos with the same play, but it will cost him his life. And FY tag teams in. They jump onto Mineski. Mushi gets bashed up. Armen's cleaning up. They've lost 4. They're going to lose Ice here as well. As LGD force the GG out of Mineski in this game 1.
Our support level's doing all level 3. Xnova's been pretty much consistently pulling, saving skill points as well in case he wants to make rotations for those glimpse levels and kinetics. We tend to see 1-1-1 a lot of the time.
And Ice, by the looks of it, they are playing build. Doesn't matter what hero you're playing, you're picking up this item.
Yeah. And he used to go Dominator even before it was cool on the mag.
This is true. That, especially when you see those sweet little plays with like the Centaur, having that RP into the stun. Lots of ways to play around very nicely with the active capabilities.
Ooh, they're not going to get the obs. They'll be able to get the sentry, but I'm pretty sure they know that obs is there as well because of that D word coming earlier.
Somnus now in that mid lane actually managing to lead the CS against the Tiny, of course, at this stage with the levels and the raise stacking up as well as souls collected.
Xnova wants to keep tabs on Ice into that rotation mid that he had earlier, and also to be able to sap that experience from the neutral camps. Puts a ward down. Also blocks the camp to make sure that Ice has to play a little bit more consistently in the lane. And now Ice
went in with the wrap round. He will pop the mango and the skewer, trying to keep himself away, and he should just be fine. Thunderstrike not enough to finish him off. He keeps himself out of range of the glimpse. Jabs comes in. Mushi did try and TP in to help, but he got immediately glimpsed back by Xnova.
Maybe now though, getting chased out by Mushi. The level 4 rush.
FY's in there with the snowball.
Pulls him away.
Mushi. Is he going to be able to find this with the flag? Is it enough? It is!
It's enough!
He's got it! Mushi!
Lane ward giving him the vision for the flag to hit.
Top lane, ISI's back into the action. Arme and Nova, they're looking for him. ISI's goes for the Steward, but Arme's got the kill. Instantly TP's out as soon as he sees a Tiny coming in, and he'll make it away.
There's a hasted Tiny though. X-Nova.
Oh, he's got to hide. Oh! Hide and seek professional here. As X-Nova well and truly jukes out the Tiny.
That was boss.
Very sweet plays coming out from both sides here. And 9 minutes in, it really is. You look across the map, you've got Mushi and Arme in a beautiful place at the top, both safe laners.
Look at Somnus now though. He's got a juicy stack up top as the Shadow Fiend.
That should pretty much put him back level with the Moon Tiny.
Yeah,
we're starting to get a bit ahead.
It's those nice low. Was Ice who stacked that though, so it wasn't a support who's actually going to get the gold from that SF cleaning it. Now they give X-Nova actually this top lane, and Ame's going to jungle a bit more since he's got the mask, or the Morbid Mask and Treads. He can do Ancients and whatnot. Getting this Disruptor level 6 will make them able to put more pressure on the map with the rotations.
We'll come forward to looks to try and force Moon out of the lane.
Mushi TP's toward top. Wants to set something up here. He does get in range of the ward, and they're pinging it out. They know that camp is blocked, so.
Mineski jabs, may find Chalice, and he does indeed. Breach there. They should have the magical to bring down this. Another kill for Mushi's Gyro. Quick movements around the map. It's 3-0-1. Having a very strong impact on the game so far, thanks to that very nice lane that was set up for him. Out for us. It's going to be a hard one.
We got the level 6 now on X-Nova with that Disruptor. Gives him a lot more catch like we were mentioning. And Ninja Boogie just about level 6 too. They give him that mid lane with Moon making the rotations down. You see this a lot now from these teams, especially that are in like the top 3, top 4 of this tournament. They've been really prioritizing getting those level 6 on the supports and just moving their cores around constantly. Just the meta. All about those aggressive moves early on.
So the build for Somnus this game as well. He is going for the You like that this game?
It looks like he's trying to be like the hero that moves around and gets kills, while the Troll Warlord just farms mostly on the map. I think he knows also that Gyro's not going to get BKB for a while, so he can go for those big explosive plays.
Your Scepter as well can be incredibly strong against a Magnus lineup if you have that vision. So you can get that sort of precast, make it very hard for him to get a Blink RP without being thrown up into the skies.
His Blink's going to be pretty slow, and Mushi now actually getting grabbed up here. X-Nova off the mark.
Back in, but indeed Mushi is going to be able to keep himself out of the Static Storm, not the combo that LGD needed.
Now Ame with the DD. Hey, Blast put on him. He actually is able to commit in.
He does get the wraparound kill. Can they get more out of this jabs? Trying to run. D won't be able to quite get the further control. But still, big pick up there for LGD. Landing Mushi's Gyro, getting the space for this tier 1 tower. And those sort of movements keeping a bit ahead of Mushi this game on his Troll Warlord. Lead to the net worth, 7k.
Wants to make something happen top. Chalice instantly ripped away, and the AA Blast was coming, so smart of him to do so. Now, Ice Ice can put a lot of pressure onto this tower, though, with this dominated creep, who he's also empowering, of course.
Bit of pressure here from Ice. Not the answer at all. LGD helps him on his funds towards the blink after the helm.
Mushi recognizes how much magical damage and catch they're going to actually get on LGD in the next few moments. So he's actually prioritizing just rushing that BKB right after the Yasha. He wants to act as like, I guess he wants to act as kind of like a frontliner too, so that the Tiny and the Magnus can get those initiations off constantly. It's going to slow his farm down though.
Mineski, with this ward, they know that LGD's down here. Looking to find the Ice Blast, but they won't find the connection. The jump in from Moon will get the job done though onto the Disruptor. X-Nova's gone. Are they trying to turn, but the Soul comes through? Comes off immediately. They say we can fight this. Mushi, as he tells Jabs to shut the heck up. We're fighting here, my friend. No time for singing and dancing. We're killing.
Game-winning vision, right? That's what we've been talking about a lot in this tournament too, is these type of wards. Just seeing these rotations down. Absolutely perfect. 1K gold lead now for Mineski. Well, it was a 1K experience. Still very close, but now top again. Looking for Chalice.
Quick combo.
Even at the Ice Blast coming in for good measure.
Sort of the second player in a matter of a minute from bottom lane to top lane, making a big impact with that blink pickup.
The power of Tiny.
And he's already looking for his next play.
Where's my pension?
What's going on? Are they trying to